in a minute. There we go. And we're live.
Okay. Oh, we are live. Sounds good. Thank you for joining me on my live tonight. My name is Pam Josephic, and I am with Becky Smith to talk about my new health and wellness adventure. Um, I was just telling her this is part of an overall strategy that I have for the future. And the first piece is finding healthy bodies and through the things that we take and what we do with our lives. So I've known Becky since I'm thinking 2009,
2009.
2008.
2009.
Yeah, 2009. I worked with her back when we were both teaching for Rasmussen College and have stayed in contact with her for many years. So, Becky, I'm going to hand it over to you.
All right. Thank you so much for letting me come on and tell my story. Um, I love the fact that you've always been so into health and wellness, and that's one of the things that's always connected us to the yoga and other health topics and things that we've discussed. So this falls in line with what we both love so much. But I just wanted to tell my story a little bit. So my name is Becky Smith. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I have three kids, and I work full time in medical laboratory science, and I teach medical laboratory science at a community college as well. But what kind of drew me here to what I'm doing today is having three autoimmune diseases and having a struggle to get my life back to feeling the vitality that I had when I was in my 20s. So, what I did is I kind of started working on some biohacking things myself, but I met with my integrative medicine provider because I found that Western medicine was kind of failing me in a lot of ways. And I was hearing really good things about what could be provided from an Eastern medicine perspective, per se. So after meeting with my doctor, I was complaining of some of the issues that I was having with hair loss, with joint pain, and some skin issues I was having. So I've got Hashimoto's, which is the thyroid disorder. I've got discoid lupus and seronegative rheumatoid arthritis. So this was like a trifecta of issues that led her to ask me the question, are you using collagen? And I said, I've got this blue tub of collagen from Costco, and I don't think it really does anything. And to be honest, I don't use it. It's in a tub in the pantry. I have to mix it with my coffee. I'm not good at using it. She goes, oh, no, no, no. She goes, I want you to just take a liquid collagen. It's called Glow Collagen. Just take a shot at night. Keep the bottle next to your toothbrush. Just take a shot and you're done for the day. It'll help your hair grow back. It's going to help your skin issues, hydrate your skin from within, and it's going to be like WD-40 for your joints. And I was like, well, dang, sign me up. So she actually had this in her office. So I did get some of it, and I brought it home. And after 2 months, I couldn't believe the results that I was getting. And Pam's got some in her hand right now. I couldn't believe the results. So um, 2 months later, after using it for a while, my friend Carissa reaches out to me and she goes, hey, Becky, I've partnered with a company in the health and wellness space. I think you should take a peek at this because you love everything health and wellness. I said, no, I'm not looking at anything. Like, I don't have time. I'm so busy. She goes, I'm going to send it anyways. And I'm like, okay. Well, she sent it, and I about peed my pants and fell off my chair when I saw it was the same collagen that my integrative medicine doctor had me using that had provided results. So what I did is I dove into this company. I looked into everything that it was that they had. Everything was CGMP certified, third party tested for heavy metals, lead, mold, and toxins. Um, they have a transparency promise that they will never have soys, parabens, any. There's a big list of things that tell me that this company has very legit products that are safe for my body. So that was huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through some of the things that I have discovered and how this has changed my life as somebody with several autoimmune diseases, how I've lost 60 pounds, and the things that I've used to help me attain that. So what I'm going to start with is that collagen that I mentioned that Pam has her hands on. The one that I'm going to show on here, and this is going to be my hair before and after too, guys. So you can see here, I had a big bald spot in the front of my head, and I hated it. I was doing everything I can to comb my hair every which way, and it was always there. So what this collagen has, and this is the original brown bottle. This one has a lot of biotin in it. The one that Pam's holding up has a little bit less biotin in it. This one is very strong for hair, skin, nails, gut health, and joint health. So your body's building blocks, essentially, the scaffolding of your body is collagen. So after your 20s, 30s, 40s, you start losing a lot of that. It's important to get it back in. Now, the biotin, the high levels, about 5 times more than what most supplements would have, is really the key to having your hair, skin, and nails grow. It also has hyaluronic acid. This is what your joints are consistent of. So when you start adding some of that back, it adds that lubrication back to your joints so you have less bone on bone with osteoarthritis, less creaking and cracking and things like that. So that has been a huge blessing for so many people. This also has 11 grams of collagen peptides, which is like 4 times more than most of them, and 10 grams of protein for this little tiny shot glass that you drink once a day. So this has, 15 servings in it, I believe. It's not a very big bottle, as Pam showed. And I keep this next to my toothbrush because habit stacking, then I remember to take it. But yeah, this is what got me here and got me really excited about where we are today. All right. So next up, I'm going to do a little demonstration for you guys. So I'm going to take this down for a second and kind of bring myself back up. So this is something that you need if you've got diarrhea, constipation, gas, bloating, any abdominal distress issues. And I think the older we get, the more of these issues that we deal with. So I'm gonna do a demonstration with this pudding, and I'm gonna tell you what's in it once I add this digestive enzyme to this thing. This is insane. All right, so here we go. This is a pudding. And one time I did dump this on my computer, so put my hand up here. But you can see it's thick, right? Okay. So I'm going to take enriched digestive enzymes. Kind of hard. Oh, it's so blurry. There we go. And I'm going to put one of these capsules. I'm going to break it open and put it in the pudding. Normally, you would just swallow one with a meal. You just take it right before a meal. But I'm going to add this. I'm going to break this open and put it on here. And the nice thing is this is safe for kids. If you just eat it, it tastes like a crushed up Cheerio. But my niece Autumn, she has some digestive issues with constipation, and my sister-in-law puts it on her cereal. So I'm going to stir this in here. This has 11 strains of digestive enzymes. It breaks down carbohydrates, fats, lipids. It breaks down beans. So if beans make you gassy and you like to go for Southwest food, it will no longer do that. It's got cellulase to break down plant material. Because I know me, when I try and go on a healthy binge, I'll eat like too much broccoli and cauliflower, and it just leaves me like feeling awful and gassy, right? This breaks that down. I have a friend who, she really couldn't eat salads. Salads would really bother her. Iceberg lettuce really bothered her. So now she can eat salads. This has lactase to break down lactose. So dairy is a problem. And it's got some gluten digesting enzymes. I can eat gluten. I prefer like a sourdough or something, but if I eat this, it really does help with any of that bloated feeling you get from eating too much bread. This also has 4 strains of probiotics. The type of gut bacteria you have is really important for health and keeping you lean. I lost a couple inches around my waist just from starting using Enrich because of the bloat that I lost. Lastly, it's got prebiotics, which help feed those probiotics and keep them alive. Okay. All right. So after less than a minute, I'm going to hold this up and you'll see what happened here. This completely liquefied this pudding here. And the biggest question that I get is this what's going to come out the other end? And the answer is no, this isn't what's going to come out the other end. What this does is it kind of turns your digestive system into a Vitamix and breaks your food down to the molecular level so you can pass it from your stomach to your intestines smoothly without gas, without bloat, and you're able to absorb your nutrients even better, and you're much more comfortable. So people that don't have gallbladders, it's a godsend, okay? Because usually they eat something fatty, they go right into the bathroom. This is huge. People that have gastroesophageal reflux issues, my husband, for example, had to take Prilosec and things, and that's not good for you. It makes it hard for your body to absorb B12 and all of those things. When he takes this with a meal, he can lay down in bed at night and he doesn't have that gastric reflux. He doesn't have to take those Prilosec type medications, which is amazing. So that is one of the biggest high impact things that we have. Everybody that I know tries it, and the first time they try it, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. So I had to do that demonstration on that one because it is incredible. And once again, that was this Enrich. definitely incredible. All right. So this is the picture that I said I would never ever share with anybody. This is me. The picture on the left, I was very bloated. I had glucose levels that were getting a little bit higher than desirable. I had no energy, no, just the vitality was gone, and I just felt so awful. And while you'd think it would be all about weight loss, it was a lot bigger than that. So here's what I did. We released the first part of this system that you see in this box here. We won a first place Gold Stevie Award for this. There's two products within this box. The first one is called Transform. This was released first, about 6 months prior to the second product before we made it part of a system. The first one is called Transform, and this is an enzyme that converts sugar to fiber in your gut. So when you eat a pile of fettuccine Alfredo, for example, it will enter your digestive tract. You'll break it down. This is an enzyme that will link those glucose molecules back together into an alpha glucan fiber that won't be absorbed through your intestines. So you're getting less sugar in your bloodstream. You're going to gain less weight from that, right? So that is huge. Also has grains of paradise that boost your metabolism. The second piece of this, which is the larger container on the right, is actually a beverage. And this is a beverage that we call our GLP-1 drink. It's the first plant-based competitor to all of the weight loss injectables that you hear people taking. It's all over the internet. Everybody's taking them. I'm not against them. They work very well, but not everybody wants to inject themselves with something artificial, and sometimes we don't know the long-term effects of that. It's also cost prohibitive for a lot of people. Well, what this does is it uses, it's plant-based, so actually it's got like blood orange extract and hibiscus in it, and this causes your body to release its own GLP-1, so you have less food noise, you have delayed gastric emptying, so you get stay full longer, you get full faster. It also activates an enzyme called AMPK, which decreases visceral fat around your waist. And you can see my waist, it did shrink quite a bit. And it also has something called L-arginine, increases nitrous oxide, dilates your blood vessels, and lowers your blood pressure. So we're working with all of the pieces of metabolic syndrome, and it makes weight loss more possible for people. So this has been a godsend. In addition to a healthy diet, I used this. It helped me stick to it. I lost 60 pounds between the months of November and April, just by being consistent with this and getting 100 grams of protein a day. So this was something that was a really big game changer for me. I'm now down to 125 pounds, less than the 137 that you see on the right. I need to, get a new picture here one of these days. But I am about 10 to 12 pounds lighter than the picture on the right at this point. So it has been a game changer for me for sure. All right, this next one, if anybody on here who knows me, I drink this every single morning, and Pam is starting to drink this too. We have a coffee or hot chocolate that is an absolute game changer compared to the moldy bean juice that you're drinking. So did you know how many mold toxins are in coffee? If you look at the production of coffee beans, it's like full of mold. It's crazy. So here we have our Mojo. So Mojo actually like brings back your mojo. Yeah, you've got the packet. I've got the tubs because it's just like crazy with it. So this is an energizing nootropic focus blend coffee. And this has a little bit of caffeine from green coffee bean and tea leaf in it. So it's a mild amount that is like a little bit longer lasting. It's not jittery. It also has something called PEA that pushes out GABA for dopamine and serotonin production. So it makes you feel all happy and lovey-dovey. It boosts your metabolism, helps with cravings and crashes, and it has L-theanine for focus. So you focus better on the task at hand. So you go to work, you've got more energy, you're happy, and you can focus. Incredible. Plus a little side of metabolism in there. I use the Brazilian coffee because I'm an intermittent faster, and I don't eat breakfast until, or I don't eat lunch, breakfast, brunch, I guess, till about 10:30. And this helps hold me off until then for sure. But I think it's absolutely delicious. If you don't like coffee, we have a rich chocolate version as well. And at the time that we are recording this, we have salted caramel coffee. That one is really good too. And we have a white toasted white chocolate too. That's delicious. So that's the Mojo, and I can't not share that one because it is absolutely incredible. All right, our next one that I'll mention, this is the last one because we have 30 products and we'd be here all day long if I tried to share all of them. So we're just going to share the ones that have had the biggest impact on me and probably are our top sellers as well. But this is NAD, niacinamide adenine dinucleotide. And my background is in biochemistry and medical laboratory science. So this is like near and dear to my heart with this terminology. So when we're younger, we have ample supply of NAD. NAD goes into your cell, provides cellular energy to release a molecule of what's called ATP, if you remember the Krebs cycle back from biology. As you get older, your body is not as efficient at producing the NAD, so your cells become sluggish, okay? Well, up until now, the only way you could get NAD was through an IV drip from a doctor's office or injections, kind of like the GLP-1 injections. So back spring about April of 25, I was reading up on the biohacking community and I learned about NAD and I started using the injections for NAD. And one of the biggest things that I noticed with this was that I couldn't keep weight on. I was losing weight very quickly and I wasn't eating in a manner that I should have stayed at the weight I was at. Does that make sense? So coming into summer, there's more barbecues, more gatherings, those things. I usually do put some weight on in the summer, but I was losing weight even though I wasn't changing much, but I was eating more. So as I was talking to more people through this, they were experiencing the same thing. Well, up until now, you had to have an injection or an IV drip. And I used it for the longevity and the anti-aging piece of it, essentially. But we developed at Ternat a liposomal version that is absorbable through your intestines to your bloodstream, so you don't have to mainline it with an IV or an injection. It also has something called choline with ellagic acid, which makes it even more absorbable. And I have been using this now since October 3rd, so 2 months. And I would much rather utilize this and I get the same impact that I did from the injections, but I no longer have to use the injection. So thank the Lord with that. So this has been incredible. People using the Daily Health System that I just mentioned that add NAD to it are amplifying their results from that because they're adding this cellular energy back. All right. So with that, some of these things may have piqued your interest. I just wanted to mention there's a couple different ways here to get your hands on some of these things. Of course, you can, order as a customer from Pam. She'll send you her link. But there's also the option to order as an associate, which would give you wholesale pricing, and you would get wholesale pricing moving forward with that. We also have some amazing programs here as well as far as commissions go, but also we have a Jeep program I wanted to share with you really quick. So at our very first rank, not at the top of the company, but at the very first rank, we do have a Jeep bonus. I have a 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee in my garage that I don't pay a penny for because Ternat pays me to drive it. So that has been a blessing. So you can get between $350 to $500 a month to drive a Jeep. So that is really, really exciting on top of our amazing best-in-class compensation plan. So definitely something to look at when you're trying to decide if you want to order as a customer or order as an associate to get that discount and possibly make some more money after Christmas here. Next, we have Ternat Travel. Ternat Travel is new. This was released in October. And what Ternat has found, we have several pillars. We've got the health pillar, we've got the wealth pillar, and we also have the community pillar that includes our travel. We do know that people who travel are healthier, mentally healthier. They're healthier from a physical perspective. Just the fact that you have a vacation planned is life-changing for your vitality and your energy. Okay, it's just a fact. There's actually peer-reviewed studies on there that people that travel are definitely healthier. So helping people to travel more is huge. So what we have with Ternat is we have a discount portal as part of our program that you get discounts on up to 850,000 different travel destinations worldwide. You get discounts on cruises, hotels, resorts, car rentals, condos. It's insane. We also have where was I going with that? Um, the condos, I mentioned the condos, the cruises, the hotels. Okay, so the next thing that we have is after 1 year of having Tornado Travel, you will be gifted a voucher for between $1,500 and $2,500 for a vacation at one of 3,000 different locations. So that is incredible. I'm going to Aruba next year for free after 1 year of having Tornado Travel, and you don't have to gain points or anything. You're just in the membership for a year, and you will be gifted that $2,000 give or take voucher, which is absolutely incredible. My husband and I are both associates here. We both have the travel. We're going to get 2 rooms at this all-inclusive resort in Aruba next year. So definitely something to dig into and not pass up if you're looking at the associate side of this. All right, so we do have bundles available. So these are discounted bundles that you can get coming in from the associate side of it. We've got our famous Enrich that I mentioned with the pudding and the Daily Health System that helped me lose 60 pounds. The bottom here, we've got the Builder Bundle, which includes our protein and some of our collagen. And then we've, of course, got the Leap Pack, which is what I came in and got because I wanted to try absolutely everything that we have. And our highest impact products are included in the Elite package on the right, which also the Elite package includes free enrollment. So, all right. That is everything. Pam, do you have any questions for me?
So as you think about this, how has it changed your life?
Oh my gosh.
Like overall, like everything that you've been doing. I mean, we know the health side, but how about with your family and,
Yeah, I know. When I came in August of 2023, if you would have told me I would be sitting here today sharing this with so many people, I would have said you're crazy. I have 500 associates, a team of 500 associates that we've all lifted each other and grown together. The income I make as much income here as I do at my full-time job, and that's allowed us to travel more. It's allowed us to really get through this economy without a hitch and not feeling the burden of it. And we have a free car. I just, in addition to that, all of everything that we have, losing 60 pounds, growing my hair back, like how hasn't it changed my life? I guess is probably a better question. I'm dead serious. It has been absolutely incredible. Okay. I could talk about all day long. I'm like, everybody should be coming here to do this because it's life-changing for sure.
Right. Trying to think if I have any other questions. I've been following you for 2 years. So I actually became a customer or an associate 2 years ago and I let it go for a year, but I have continued to follow Becky's progress over the last 2 years. And I have to tell you, in October, when I started going back to school and I'm taking a shower and I'm like, you know what, there's a little extra hair coming out every time I shower. Like, okay, so what did Becky say about that collagen? So I've been taking collagen now for the last month and a half. And I recently noticed I am pulling less hair out of my head every morning when I shower. So that is, where I'm going and coming into looking for a company that has the capability to meet my needs too.
Yeah, we do. Everything we have is I could just go on and on and on. I could talk all day, literally. But if you guys do have questions, you can shoot them down in the comments on Facebook here, and we'll come back and we will definitely answer those questions for you. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for